Hey guys, let's get into welcome to our Chrome UEFA case number 2. Hope we get some cool stuff. I'm just cutting open a pack of sleeves here. We'll get right into it. Perfect. Let's go. We got one case here of a hobby case, of course, of 2021-22. Oops. Let me just get set up. Perfect. First pack, we got ourselves a silver Fabio Vieira. I saw somebody's going after him this summer. Somebody triggered his release clause, I think. We have a silver Knauf. Here is a autograph of Miguel Gutierrez from Real Madrid. This is number 2/150. Nice hit for the Gutierrez spot. Silver Goosens. This is a Darami from Ajax, number 2/275. Nice hit for the Darami spot. Ferran Torres, Future Stars. Silver Harvey Elliott. Salzbazai. Here is a Chiesa. This is the new one of the new parallels. Nice hit for the Chiesa spot. Koku. So Shimmer Locatelli. Here is a purple Luis Suarez, number 2/250. I wonder where Suarez ends up. I feel like it could be Aston Villa, to be honest, but. Silver Conte. Shimmer Arnold from Wolfsburg. And we got ourselves in the last pack of the first box. Here is a Vanaken from Club Bruges, numbered to 125. Box number 2. I feel like I liked last year's Chrome design better than this year's. That I don't know if I'm in the. I mean, definitely the new parallels they added, especially that one that weird one that looks like it was like a misprint. It looks like it was like an error card, but really not a fan of that parallel. But overall, I think last year's Chrome was nicer. Jonathan David silver there. Donnarumma. Agreed, yeah. Really not a fan of this one. Like I said, the new parallels. Here's an Azuli from Barca, number 299. What's the one that looks like? What's the one that looks like it just? I keep calling it like it looks like an error card. Like it looks like when you print. It looks like when you need to print a document and run out of colored ink. You run out of one of the colors and it prints, and you still need to print it, and you're out of one of the colors for colored ink. That's what it looks like. Oh, this is nice. Here is a gold Haaland Glosso insert. If we get any, I'll point out which one I'm referring to, Mario. I don't remember the name, but we pulled a couple in the first break, and I'm like, this looks like an error card. It's probably green tint, but I don't know. I'll show you if we pull it. I really don't like it. The worst. I think it's the worst looking parallel I've ever seen. Yeah, the Haaland was really nice. I think it's the worst looking parallel I've ever seen any company ever make in the history. Here, this thing. This is the worst parallel I have ever seen. Like I said, this looks like when you need to print a document and you're missing colored ink and you print in color anyway. This is what comes out. Whatever this is. If this is the night vision, then this is what I'm referring to. Absolutely terrible. Here's an autograph. It is an autograph of Pepe. It's crazy that he still plays for Porto, and I think he's like 40 now. Send us an email and I'll have that looked into. I'm pretty sure that break went out a while ago. Maybe. Send us an email and packing department will get back to you. I'm not in packing, so I don't know what's gone out and what hasn't, but I feel like that's already gone out. Shoot us an email though. They should have made it more neon, called it Nickelodeon slime. Sure, I would have accepted that. Whatever this is, like, I really just didn't like. I'm not a fan of that parallel. Info at I can put it in the chat. Info at North Dash. That's our email address. Yeah. Shoot us an email there. Possible something happened to the package? I'm not sure. That's pretty weird. No problem. Trevor Chalba there. But anyways, yeah. This parallel, really not really strongly hate. I'm sure I can't remember every parallel every company's ever made. I'm sure there's other ones that are really bad too. But wow, I really hate this one. And at least in recent times, it's the worst one I've ever seen. I assume I'm going to assume there's numbered versions of that parallel too. So like, do they change based on like is there one? I know this one's at a 225, but is there yellow? It's like a yellow one, and then like a neon blue. Like, is that the other colors? I haven't checked what the prices are like, but do people pay for that parallel? Does it look Does it fetch money on the secondary market? I wouldn't pay much for it, but it's just that one. Good to know. they only made us suffer through one. I thought they'd do a yellow and a black and a orange, all the printer ink colors. Here is a Tony Cruz. This is out of 199. Nice hit for the Tony Cruz. Dusan Vlahovic. Here is a Sesko. This is number 250. Nice hit for the Sesko spot. I haven't watched much of him. I don't think he gets too much time at Salzburg just yet. But Red Bull in general, especially Salzburg, obviously are very good at producing talent. And I have no doubt that Sesko will be very good. But they keep saying he's the same type of talent, and I know he's been rated for a while, but I'm curious to see what he looks like. Here's a gold Nemeka autograph. Liam Delap silver. Here is a Jonathan David, not numbered. It's another one of these new parallels. I honestly don't mind these ones. Definitely way better than the printer error, but Cantona, have we found just, I think we got a Cantona insert. I think it's right over here. I can easily get to it, but it was just a regular Golasso insert. That's what we have of Cantona. Here is a Wout Weghorst. This is numbered at 250. Here is a Sergio Busquets, number 275. Here is a VVD. This is number 250. Nice hit for the VVD spot. Oh, here's a Golasso of Lukaku. That Lukaku thing is hilarious. If he actually ends up going back to Inter after an absolute flop of the season, like we were talking about yesterday, he could easily, very sound argument for the worst signing in Prem history. Oh, this is nice. Here's an autograph. Nice autograph of him. I don't think he plays for eBay much, so I haven't really seen him, but I know he's. Sorry about that. I know he's highly rated. Nice hit out of 50. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's funny. Jude Bellingham. Here is a Malin, just unnumbered. Here is a Edouard Mendy. No, not numbered, just another parallel. Thanks, Topps, for all the parallels. Oh, another one of these. Sabachu, another one of these printer cards. Next box. Here is a Luis Suarez, number 2, 175. Nice hit for the Suarez spot. Catching up, I don't like the Haaland comparison to Sesko. People are just desperate to find the next Haaland as though he's a mold and not a generational talent. 1,000%. I completely agree. It's just Salzburg are known for producing those 9s, and everyone will just be compared to Haaland now. The irony is, like, the next Haaland, the irony of it all is, like, not saying Haaland's a bad player in the slightest, but, like, I don't think Haaland is at the stage where you can really... he's tall and fast and physical. Yeah, he's tall, fast, and physical. It means that he's the same. It means that he's Haaland. But not saying that Haaland's a bad player. I'm just saying that I don't know, like if he's at the point in time where, like at the point of his career where you can be saying, is he the next Haaland? Like I don't want to say he's bad or anything, but like he could go to City and like not be as prolific. Like. The Bundesliga is very different, and we've seen it from a lot of players who've come from Germany and just not been as good in the Prem. Not saying that he won't. He could. If Haaland scores 15 goals, they're gonna say he's a flop, like because of the standard, like who they think he's gonna be, because he's scoring 40 in the Bundes. But like the way German football is, and the way they set up, like a lot more goals happen. It's very different. So not saying Haaland's gonna be a flop, but like. Who knows what kind of player he'll be, especially, I mean, here's a Jota autograph. Especially with just the way Pep's system is now, like, it's going to have to change quite a bit to integrate Haaland into it. It's not, Haaland is not the traditional 9 that Pep likes to play. He plays way more of a center forward who's not really a 9, like, just likes to have a bunch of 10s on the pitch. So, like, the system will require some changing for Haaland. I don't know, there's a lot of questions, but let's see how it works out. will you guys have Obsidian soccer breaks? Yes, we will. We were going. I was told that we were going to list them yesterday, but there was no checklist up. They listed it like after we had already listed. So checklist I believe is out now. So for first break is going up tonight. We have a couple cases. So yeah, we will be doing Obsidian soccer breaks. Here's a PK. The only thing that can stop Haaland is injury. His UCL performance should demonstrate his ability against outside clubs, been a dormant sport since the mid-90s. Yeah, he does get quite injured, but also you can I'm sure you can rebuttal this if you disagree, but Dortmund also I'm also a bit skeptical about the injuries, but Dortmund also, here's a nice Scholes. Dortmund also overplayed him and was extremely reliant on Haaland. Dortmund without Haaland, no offense, was terrible. Like when Haaland had to sit, like nobody was really scoring goals. Not to mention the Dortmund's defense is shambolic. It's absolutely terrible. Your entire defense, but it very much felt like they were extremely reliant on Haaland when he didn't play. So he played a lot of minutes. At City, he won't play as many minutes, not in the slightest, because City don't need him like that. City need him to turn up in the Champions League, and that's it. For all they care, he could play 0 league games. They don't need him. They get 95 points with or without him. Like they don't. He's not going to change much for them in the league. What, every game is going to go instead of winning 4-0, they'll win 6-0. Like they don't need Haaland in the league. They only need him in the Champions League. So if he can play, obviously he'll still play league games, but it won't be the same as in Dortmund. But never seen a player quite like him with his instincts, and that includes Lewandowski. I still think Lewandowski. I think Lewandowski's better still. Haaland, I get, is the more physical. Everyone likes it. Everyone likes like Haaland. He's just fast and strong, and like that's what they like. But the Lewandowski's link-up play, I think he's more complete than Haaland. I think Lewandowski's link-up play is also way better, especially for a 9 in the Prem. Like with the way like Klopp and Pep, they all like to play. You need to have good link-up play as a 9 now. And I don't know if Haaland has it. He's just a pure 9. Like you give him the ball, he will score. Dortmund's a critical, especially in the defense, plays a huge role. Same with the revolving door on transfers. Yeah. Now you got Sule. I saw your biggest center back signing was kind of Sule, who like I don't think he's bad, but like he wasn't very good at Bayern. Yeah, he's got skills, but like I mean, also Sule had some bad injuries, but I don't really get Dortmund. Dortmund has the ability to scout and develop some of the greatest attacking talents that we've seen. And then when it comes to scouting defenders, it's an entirely different team. Like I don't get it. How can you guys sign such great forwards and midfielders and flip them for huge money, and they go on to become world-class talents? And then when it comes to defenders, you have Akanji, like who's like really bad. I think Schlotterbeck will be good, though. He had a great season. I think he's a good signing for Dortmund. I don't know if you're going to make some ground on Bayern, but I think it's definitely an upgrade on what you guys had. Here's a Mukoku. I just don't know if Sule is much. I mean, I think Hummels is way past it, but... Here's Joshua Kimmich out of 199. It's only been an issue the past couple of seasons. They gave up on Ginter too quickly and have had injuries more often coming. Players like Morey, they'll bring more talent in now with new funds. Public ownership complicates things in Germany. Yeah, I know. It's a 50 plus. All German clubs are 50 plus 1. I mean, I don't think Dortmund was ever actually lacking money, though. Like, you guys always flipped players for big fees. So I feel like the money's always there. I just don't know what sometimes the defensive signings are just sus, but I agree. Injuries definitely play a role. Here's a Kalinoglu at a 150. Bayern and Leipzig have explained. Well, Leipzig, yeah, I know. Leipzig had that whole thing where they were signing. It's not happening with Kimmich, where they were signing like when they signed him at like such a young age. I remember there was a whole controversy with how they signed Kimmich and those other players. Leipzig. Leipzig are also really good at developing talent. Very good at it too. Just the Red Bull system's quite solid. Red Bull, Red Bull can develop defenders. Dortmund, not so much. They lost, like Leipzig lost Upamecano and Konate in the same season, and everyone thought that they would be struggling, and turns out Upamecano is really bad. Konate is very good, but they replaced him with Simican and Gvardiol, and like no one's there. Like it's like they never lost anyone. Gvardiol is amazing. Simican too, but I think he's more raw. Gvardiol is very, very, very good. Just the ability to constantly. Just like you sell somebody, oh, we have another guy who's better. Like they constantly are developing and scouting talent that they always have replacements when they sell. Like Dortmund do too. Dortmund sell and they always have a replacement. But Leipzig do it on I think more areas of the pitch. Speaking of injuries, we have Gio Reyna. I think out of 75. I think he's a very good player too. Just like you said, one of those guys who's struggling with injuries. Here is a Thomas Muller autograph, unnumbered. I agree, but only recently. Pre-2020, Dortmund had generally had a top 5 defense. Yeah, I'd agree too. Recently, the last 3 years or so, it's really fallen off. Here's a Rodrigo. Dortmund have to win every game 5-4 if they want to win. Like all the scores are always like 5-4, 5-3, 4-2. It's fun to watch though. It's fun to watch because there's always goals. You're always getting goals. The Prem's got a lot of 0-0s. But in German football, you always know you're gonna get goals. Here is a Timo Werner, number 2/250. Jude Bellingham. Here is a Lukaku. This is number 250. If Moore returns well, the defense will be solid. Hopefully, the next great French youngster has more success. Yeah, France, they have so many. It's like the France's talent pool is absurd, absurd. Brian Diaz at a 175. Here is a Joe Gomez autograph, number 2/199. Nice hit for the Joe Gomez spot. Here is a Perisic. VVD. Zagadou has been so frustrating. Yeah, he's not very good in my opinion. He shows such promise and has mad inconsistency. But now, Koulibaly will have an opportunity. Zagadou, yeah, he's not. I don't think Akanji's very good either. There's a bunch of them. Also, who's that right back that Dortmund have? I keep forgetting his name. And I think he plays right back, and he looks identical to Haaland on the pitch. I was getting so confused when I was watching a Dortmund match. I kept thinking he was Haaland, and he plays right back. I forget his name, but that guy's not very good either. Oh, Wolf, or Wolf, I think. That guy's not very good either. Here's a Nico Gonzalez in the printer error card. Yeah, Wolf is on a right back. That's what I thought. Yeah, he was playing right back and he's very not good. He's an out of 50 of Arnold. See, like, just you're lacking. He's not a very good midfielder either. Yeah, fake Haaland. If I was Dortmund, I would be trying to sign Sven Botman right now, or any of these young center backs. There's a bunch of them on the market. Sven Botman is obviously the bigger name that's rolling around, but I would be trying to go after them, or one of them. Here is a Charlie Savage autograph from United. Or even isn't even a full, like, even signing a new right back, like, isn't, I haven't watched a bunch of Wolfsburg this season because they were not as good as they were last season, but is Baku still good? Like, that's like a fullback, like, if he is, then that's somebody Dortmund should sign. Here's an Alphonso Davies. Mori is the right back of the future. He's just hurt. I see. Leverkusen's right back, also very good. Leverkusen should have a really good team, in my opinion. It's such a shame that Wirtz tore his ACL like that. You think, like you're saying, Rafael Guerrero is a top 3 left back in the league or in the world? In the world, definitely not. In the league, possibly. In the world, he's not like top, I don't know, 20. Here is a Gravenberch, number 2, 199. In the world. That's what I mean. People laugh, but it's true. I can name 3. Like I can easily name 3 better left backs. Like Cancelo, Robertson, and Teo Hernandez, just to start, are all better left backs than Guerrero. Mendy from Madrid. I think they're just all better left backs. I'm sure I can name more, but just to start, those 4 are definitely better. I do though think I would agree with you in the sense that there's not that, like, for fullbacks right now, like there's not that many good ones. Like if you're talking about world class fullbacks, but on both sides, there's like that group of 5 or 6 like really good guys, and then or even 4 or 5 really good guys, and then the drop off is very significant in terms of fullbacks. I don't think Davies. I mean, like it's okay, but Cancelo. It depends what you want to talk about. Like Cancelo lacks. Like the way he plays with Pep. Like he's basically a midfielder, which is fine, but like he also doesn't defend. Which trust me, you don't have to like. I mean, like in today's world, you don't have to be able to do both attacking and defending to be a good fullback anymore. But I think Cancelo's good. I just don't think he's that good. Alphonso Davies was really good the year Bayern won the Champions League, but I feel like he's just a fullback with pace. And I think once Davies like, eventually isn't as fast anymore, he's gonna get burnt on defense. I think the best left back in the world. Wow, this is a nice hit. Here's a Bellingham autograph. This is out of 99. Nice hit for the Jude Bellingham spot. I think the Portugal national team right now though is an absolute shit show. Like they're not playing well at all. That's just who the coach prefers. But yeah, but because he shifts to right back, Cancelo shifts to right back because who else are Portugal gonna play? I would 100% agree with you that Guerrero is a better left back than Nelson Semedo is a right back. So that's why Cancelo plays right back. Because they don't want Nelson Semedo to play. This is a nice Sesko. Like, I think Robertson is the best left back in the world just because he can defend and he can attack. And he can do both pretty well. Here is a Xavi Simons out of 75. Here is another one of these out of 225. Here is Inacio out of 175. One second. Here is a Sane at a 250. Well, Pep has to just be Pep because he has to be that complicated. But yeah, Pep has to like overcomplicate everything instead of just needing a left back. Okay, let's buy a left back. No, Pep has to convert Cancelo to a left back instead of just buying a left back. I think he can play both sides too, but just because they have Walker for the right, that's why they'll play Cancelo on the left. He's better, obviously, than Zinchenko, but like I said, I don't know why they don't buy one. Here's Rafael Leao at 250. I just think that, like I said, I think Guerrero is a much better left back than Nelson Semedo is a right back, so that's why he'll do it for Portugal, is my assumption. Nelson Semedo, after that 8-2, Semedo, after that whole 8-2 win from Bayern, that Champions League game, after that, Semedo's career just tanked because he was responsible for about half those goals. The other half, PK, but. And then, there's a Luke Shaw autograph out of 199. When was the last time? Yeah, he's not. It's been like, he doesn't because they don't like him. Portugal does not like Semedo. he's really bad. Like, he's not even good for Wolves. He was really bad at Barca and not good for Wolves either. Like, that's what I'm saying. Guerrero is a much better left back than Semedo is a right back, so that's why they play Cancelo on the right, just to avoid playing Semedo. Got one box left here. I'll do a recap at the end. Oh, here is a green wave of McCarthy, one of those City prospects. Right, I'm just saying Cancelo prefers right back, so it's more to do with that. It's City that flipped him, not Portugal. Yeah, no, I agree. In that sense, I agree. I was just saying I think that's why he plays for Portugal. In City, it's just because Pep has to be Pep. Like, it's ridiculous why he has to do that. But he also wouldn't play otherwise because Pep prefers... Cancelo didn't play. Before Pep converted him to a left back, Cancelo didn't really play much. He did. No, he played right back. He exclusively played right back for Valencia and Juve. But at City, Walker wasn't being benched, so the only way Cancelo to get in the lineup was Pep made him a left back. Otherwise, I remember the first year in a bit that Cancelo was at City, he didn't play it. He was on the bench because Walker was the guaranteed starter. At the time, when City did that, like everyone was like, it was just a useless signing. Like, why did you just spend $50 million on another right back? Like it made no sense. Just have him on the bench, just because they obviously can, but still haven't fixed the eBay issue for payment. Oh, you're still having that? It's okay. I mean, I can't fault anyone for eBay issues, considering the eBay issues that we've been dealing with recently are absolutely absurd. So, I mean, you wouldn't believe it even if I explained to you the eBay issues we've been having the last couple weeks. So yeah, I totally understand, Jordy. No problem. You can just shoot us if you keep having the issue and you want to buy spots, and you can just win them, and then you can win them on eBay, PayPal us, and then I can mark it as paid on eBay. So if that's prohibiting you from buying, then that's what I can do for you. My biggest issue right now is forced authenticity guarantee. Well, don't get me started on I agree, but that's a whole other issue. The issues I have with eBay right now are, I mean, the list goes very long. Very, very long. We're having so many different problems. Especially for breaks. It's become a nightmare. Here is an Antony autograph. What's your name? You sound like the other lot as well. My name is Zach. I only do the footy breaks, pretty much. Here is an Alenga at a 199. I don't get why it's mandatory to use it. Yeah, they think that it's because people are selling fake. They think people are selling fake cards on eBay, so that's why it's mandatory. Because they want to make it. eBay wants to make it an even more. No problem. Even want to make it an even more buyer-friendly platform, because it's not already buyer-friendly enough. They need to make it even more buyer-friendly. And so they can guarantee that there's never fear, because eBay always has this connotation about eBay that connotation about eBay that like, do you buy fake things on eBay? There's always that's always stuck with eBay, so they want to put this in to avoid the possibility of fake things. Here's an Alenga, Piqué, Fabio Vieira, Luke Shaw, Sane, Sesko, Gravenberch, Charlie Savage, Perisic, Joe Gomez, Timo Werner there. We have a Antony, Cavani, McAtee, Leao, Xavi Simons, Jude Bellingham auto, Darami, Kenneth Taylor, Davies, Gundo, Diaz, Lukaku, Rodrigo, Muller, Gio Reyna, Knauf, Lautaro Martinez, Calhanoglu, Joshua Kimmich, Mukoku, Tonali autograph. Here is a Stanasic, Musiala, this is a nice Paul Scholes. We got a Piqué, Diogo Jota, Barella, Luis Suarez. Here's just Sabachu and these stupid night vision things. Mendy, this is a nice autograph out of 50. VVD, Busquets, Wout Weghorst, Nemeka, gold auto, Sesko. There's a couple Sesko hits, I believe. Toni Kroos, Xavi Simons, Trevor Chalobah, Pepe auto. This is a nice Haaland hit. Azalui, Vanaken, Luis Suarez, Chiesa, Darami, and Gutierrez. Like I said, we have Obsidian also. So Obsidian break should go up. I think the first one's going up tonight, so stay tuned for that. We have a couple cases. We'll rip through that. How long does it usually take after break shipping cards? It depends on the size of the break and what it is and where it's going, but usually about, I'd say like, it depends. It honestly depends. I think like maybe about, if it's like a really large break, about probably like a week, 5 business days, something like that. It depends on the size of the break and how many breaks are like behind it or whatnot. But thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully I'll see you soon in the next break. Lovely conversation, Adam. I always love having those conversations. Nice to speak to all of you. I'll see you guys.